Hey, Jonathan, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm so excited to be talking with you.
Yeah, sorry about the time. I do get the time still confused, very much so.
That's okay. I totally understand.
Yeah, you were saying you're Central Time. I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm Central Time. I'm so used to being the Coast.
If you're on Central Time now with Nashville compared to when you were living in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So I got a whole bunch of exciting questions to ask you, and I'm excited to get going and talking about Blue Ridge and a couple of other things as well.
Okay, great.
Tell me about the film. What is the film about?
Blue Ridge is about a man who's been traveling the world and serving his country as a military special ops operator, and he decides to give up that old career, start a new career, move from the West Coast to the East Coast, and become the sheriff of a small town where his wife and child are.
What drew you to the project?
You know Nick Gonzalez?
The name's familiar.
Okay, Nick's on The Good Doctor, and he introduced me to Gary Wheeler, who's the producer of the film. And it was a perfect fit for the movie. It fit right along the lines of my life, where I've moved from the West Coast to the East Coast. And not changed profession, but changed the way that I look at my profession. So Nick was gracious and kind enough to introduce me to Gary, and it was a perfect match for this movie.
How did you prepare to play the role of the sheriff?
Well, my dad was a Baltimore City police officer for 36 years, and I'm good friends with a lot of law enforcement. So, and a very good friend of mine is a former Special Ops Navy SEAL operator. So I just worked through the script on certain things with them. I had played a lot of police officers before in the past, so I applied a lot of that. But a small town sheriff is a little different in certain ways. So I called my buddy up, who my father knows from being on the force, and I asked him some questions, and we went over the script.
What kind of questions did you ask him?
Well, when you have to investigate a murder, because that's what happens in the piece right away, there's a murder. What are the things that you have to make certain that you get right, or if you don't, the case won't work out in your favor in the long run? What don't you want to screw up?
Right. Just by watching the trailer, your role of the sheriff kind of reminds me of your portrayal of Jonah Hex.
Yeah, I think that had a little bit to do with why they wanted to hire me, because, Jonah Hex is such an iconic, superhero, not superhero, but comic book hero. And he's a tough guy. And the sheriff's a tough guy as well. Yeah, I think that's why I'm a little bit of a cowboy. So
I can see that.
yeah.
And speaking of Jonah Hex, you had a small part last year for Crisis on Infinite Earth's crossover event. How exciting was it to be a part of that event?
Well, it was such a I hadn't been played Jonah that year in that season, and to come back, I was honored that I get to be part of something like that. I never read the comic books, The Infinite Crisis on Earth, but I felt like it was timely. Everyone was itching for it, and I was really glad to be there. And I was in Batwoman's cave, so I thought that was really cool.
That was really cool, and it was really cool to see you come back as Jonah Hex for this very special event that comes on every year for all the shows. And I would love to see more Jonah Hex sometime soon.
I know.
And for Blue Ridge,
I'd love to find a different superhero role.
Who you want to be?
I'd like to be one of the Green Lanterns.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, my son loves Green Lantern, so I get Green Lantern very much. I think it's a really good comic book right now that we need to turn that into a series.
I would love to see that. I know at the end of the crossover event, we got to see David Ramsey with the Green Lantern ring. So maybe you'll be a part of the series. We'll never know.
Yeah, could be.
And for Blue Ridge, what was filming like?
You know, I had a great time filming. I learned in the film I have a little girl, and Julie came to me, my wife came to me and told me that we were going to have a child, that we were going to have a baby, a month ago.
Yeah.
And
congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. That was the gift during the filming, that I learned that I was having a child. So the filming, it was blissful. And that word means that I knew that I was in the right place. I absolutely knew that my journey was intact once again.
That's really cool. And I'm so happy for you and Jules and Camden. You got a beautiful little girl now. You've completed your dream of having a daughter too, that you mentioned a while back.
Yeah.
And were there any stunts involved for the film?
Yeah, we had a lot of fight sequences. I've done a lot of action films.
Yeah.
I've done a lot. And I'm not the action guy like Frank Grillo, where that's pretty much, he's really good as being an action star. But I made enough movies and I've acted in as many films that I know exactly how to do stunts. I'm very good at stunts, and I've trained as a boxer and Krav Maga that I know just enough to get in there and make sure that I look good doing all the stunts and kicks and punches and throws and slams, and I like doing it all because I'm an athlete. So,
what kind of training do you receive for those stunts?
Well, I had a group of stuntmen who I'd worked with prior in a film called Roadhouse, which was an extensive action film, and we had a lot of fun making that movie. And they were all the same people. That was maybe 8 years ago. So we had a blast. We were going right back into our old ways and made some really good fight sequences.
What kind of fight sequences do you enjoy doing?
I love doing all the punch throws, kicks. I can't kick as high as I used to kick, and I won't kick as high as I used to kick because I won't have legs afterwards. But yeah, I love all that stuff. I love all the fights. I love all the action stuff, all the stuff I did with Rennie Harlan and Stephen Miller, all those action directors. I just love it.
Yeah, I've seen some of your stunts from previous films that you have done. Like a while back, I started seeing the Forsaken, which is where you played a vampire, and I thought it was really cool.
The one film that I did the most stunts was a film called Houdini, where I played Harry Houdini, and I
haven't seen that yet, and I still want to.
So I got to do all of Harry Houdini's stunts, from dangling on a rope tied by my feet, smashing into a window in the 16th floor, escaping from a tank full of water, being chained up in water, dropped off a bridge. I did all those stunts.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I was in phenomenal shape. I got in phenomenal shape so I wouldn't get hurt because I was scared. So
I'm glad you didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
No, I definitely have to check out the film now. Blue Ridge just released exclusively on Vudu for viewers of the service to watch it. For those who don't have the service, when can we expect a DVD or on-demand release?
It's out. It's out on Walmart right now.
Oh.
My mom just sent it to me. She said you can buy it at Walmart. It's one of the best sellers in Walmart right now. So if you go to Walmart, you'll see a whole section on Blue Ridge.
It's 5 minutes away from me, so I'm probably gonna try to get there today then.
And it'll probably be a cover with me, Graham Greene, and can't remember what it looks like. If Sarah Lawrence is on there, so yeah, it's me, and I don't know how to describe it, but it's me. It says Blue Ridge.
I'll definitely check it out as soon as I can. It may not be today, it can be later this week, so I'll definitely get around to grabbing a copy and check it out.
It's been a long time, Bill, that I've got before I've gotten a chance to really play a romantic lead in a movie. They always make me, some kind of character because I'm a character actor. But finally, I got to step back into being a leading man in a movie, and I'm really, really excited and happy to do that. And I really think people will enjoy the film. So I really want people to go get it, because right now we need to be entertained more than anything.
I agree. I definitely agree, because all I do nowadays is watch movies and TV all day.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to do. I don't have my job at the movie theater anymore, so it's just a case of where I just gotta entertain myself.
I know, and I hope we get back to the movies. I love the movies. I know you do. Yeah.
I definitely had a lot of movies I wanted to see this year that got pushed, obviously, to next year. But I had anticipated 2020 to be a great year for movies, but that really didn't happen.
Yeah. Even my buddy's film, Greyhound, it's a big movie. It's the same people who made That Thing You Do, and they love movies. Tom Hanks loved movies.
Yeah, it was fantastic to watch.
I know, but we
got an Apple TV subscription right after I got my new iPad.
That was made for the movies, the big sound and all that.
Oh, fantastic. I didn't know that. I thought it was just Apple original.
Nope. I was at the offices, and they were getting ready to have a theatrical release, but 2020. And I know it didn't feel good to Tom Hanks, because he made movies all his life, and he wrote that thing. So, but still, it's a great piece. But I know you and I both love going to the movie theater.
Same here. I'm hoping to go back again soon, because I think the one movie I was looking forward to doing the most this summer was the Ghostbusters movie. And now I'm really sad I can't go see it. So we'll try again next year, hopefully, once the world's a safer place.
Yeah, and then you know what? I think they're going to start figuring out how everybody can go to drive-in theaters again.
Yeah, I mean, I know my theater's open, but I just don't feel safe enough to still go to a theater.
Is your theater open?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're only showing older movies like Jurassic Park or Harry Potter, but they're not really showing anything new other than New Mutants right now and the new Russell Crowe movie. But if I've seen all these movies already enough to not just go back to a theater and wait till newer things start coming in.
Yeah.
And I also want to talk about the other film that you did this year, which was The Night Clerk. And I gotta say that was a really fantastic film that where you played the bad guy again, and we got Ty Sheridan playing an autistic character, and I love having to resonate with that while watching the film.
Yeah, I wanted to hear what you thought about that performance.
Oh, it was amazing. I think I think he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, he's a fantastic actor.
He really is. I seen his work in Ready Player One and X-Men, and I was so not prepared to see him play the Night Clerk in the movie, and he was just phenomenal.
Yeah, so it's beautiful that they're taking what has just been something that people have been very scared of and talking about autism, and they brought it to the forefront of a film. That he was trying to identify how to relate to another individual through videos, through cameras and movements, and he was trying to mimic it so that he could have a relationship in his life or a better understanding of certain things, interaction between two human beings. And then he witnesses a murder. I just thought that was absolutely a brilliant theme. I was so grateful to see that it was coming around to that place, because the good doctor really gets in there, really examines, seeing the skill set, the unique advantages of having autism. And so this was like a really good plot device. I got a kick out of it when I read it, because I've been working with Taka for quite a long time now, and this year I'm going to be the host of their their online fundraiser. So I'm going to make sure that you get involved in that somehow. Come out and check it out.
I'd love to. Thank you.
We're looking forward to that. They're really excited. We haven't had an online event like this. Usually everybody gets together, but we can't do that because of COVID. But
yeah,
we're going to try unique and special, and I'm going to be the host of it. So come on out, check it out.
I'll definitely check it out. Thanks for telling me about it. I look forward to hearing more about it.
Yeah, we're going to be celebrating you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and for the movie, there's not much representation of people with disabilities in the entertainment industry. Not as much as they do now, but I would love to see more of that in future films.
Yeah, so like you brought up, Night Clerk uses it as a plot device, and that's what I love to see. Like, if a person can't see and then the murder happens and they can smell the person,
Yeah.
Then, you know what I mean? Like, so using that to bring us into the world of somebody who has a disability, that's just a great way to tell stories. We can listen to documentaries, we can do a lot by that, but getting into the uniqueness and making that disadvantage an advantage is also a great way. Like to have the disability become the ability that we have to notice in order to solve the problem that we have. And that's where I think we'll see a lot more stories being told from.
And I agree.
Yeah.
While I don't specifically like the word disability, I prefer to call it my superpower.
Yeah, exactly. So the disability that everyone looks at and thinks that that's what it is becomes a superpower. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, with my hearing loss and autism, anxiety, it's all one big part of me. And I know the other day I got that really bad comment, and I can't help that I speak a different voice because of my hearing loss. But to have an amazing group of friends online like yourself, it really lifts my spirit up.
Yeah, it tends to be online now that being mean and putting down somebody is the way that the world wants to work. But I have to make sure that you realize that you're very special, you're very unique, and we're all grateful to have you there.
Thank you.
Online. So I don't know why they would do that, but I could see it in the world that this is, they're being encouraged to be mean. So they think that that's the way to get power in this world somehow, but it really isn't. So just keep being you. You don't need to be anybody else. You have all your friends there, and we're really grateful to have you there.
Thank you. And it's friends like you that keep me positive and going every single day. If I don't have any real friends over here, I prefer my online friends, and interact with everyone every day really makes me feel really positive about myself.
Yeah, well, I hope I can encourage you to do both, to use our world into that world, because we see you. I know that I've seen you over the years.
Yeah.
And you're very special, very unique, and that's a good thing. Everyone wants to blend in. You don't want to blend in. I love that about you.
Thank you. Yeah, I know I want to try to fit in with everyone, but it's just not really me. I just try to be my own unique self and just do what I can.
I love that.
Thank you. I look forward to that fundraising event that you tell me about. I hope to be a part of it when it comes out.
Yeah, I got to film some stuff here shortly, and I'll let you know how everything's coming along.
And you've been promoting Quiet in My Town on social media over the last couple months, where you play a pastor. Are there any other news about the film that you can tell me?
No, I don't know. I know that they had thought about taking that film and creating a series around it. It would be a great series, but I don't know how they would do that. this there's a business to the whole thing, and that business runs everything. So we'll see. They're very clever filmmakers. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I'm looking forward to whatever's next, what's coming up. Things are starting to heat up again a little bit. I definitely need some support because, the COVID's really hurt everybody.
Yeah.
And I've never really asked for support online, but I'm going to start to do that because I got a little baby. So I have to take care of her.
You have my support, and I'm very happy that you have a new member of your family that brings joy on social media every single day.
Yeah, how you like that? I just decided I'm just going to put her out there. She's safe, and everyone else needs a little joy right now in their lives.
She's really beautiful, Lily.
Yeah, she's a cutie, isn't she?
She really is. So I really appreciate all this time talking with you today, John. It was a real pleasure to finally speak to you face to face.
Yeah, Belle, you're wonderful. You really are. And you can send anyone who wants to say anything negative about you to me. And if they want to meet me anywhere, I'll meet them, and I'll let them know exactly what I think of you and how much I think of you.
You are the best, John.
All right. I'll see you online, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yeah, definitely. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thanks for this, Belle. All right.
Bye, John.
Bye.